All right, well, I hope you're super stoked on this ski slope analogy and you're ready to shred the gnar. In order to begin, that might be your question, how the heck do I begin? Again, start by making your folder, and let's begin by making the blue square assignment. Because if that's really what you want students to be able to do, then let's start there. Let's not try to begin with the most challenging tasks or the most simple tasks, but start right in the middle. So what I would suggest doing is to build your blue square assignment first. This will allow you to really develop an idea about what it is that if you could have all students know what concepts, which would they be, and to put those here on the blue square. But again, use this depth of knowledge wheel as a tool. You want to get them to this point where they can use their strategic thinking, developing logical arguments, drawing conclusions, citing evidence, critiquing, revising, comparing, etc. So start with the blue square. Get some type of blue square assignment completed. Now, this might be your typical assignment in class. So you could honestly start with a average assignment that you might have. You might need to modify it a bit, though, to make sure that it's truly a blue square assignment. So start with just a normal assignment, and then what you're going to want to do is build the green circle and black diamond after doing the blue square. One piece of advice that I have while building the blue square assignment is, as you do this, you're going to start coming up with questions in your head of like, ooh, this would be a good challenging question, or ooh, this would be a really good way to see if kids really understand and master this skill or not for the green circle, or with the more complex question for the black diamond. So as you're building the blue square, these thoughts are going to pop into your head. So I suggest making a new Google Doc as you're building the blue square. And as you do this, make a heading here so that you can record your ideas for the green circle. And then record your ideas that you have for the black diamond as you're building the blue square. Okay, so let's say you get the blue square completed. You're going to come into your Google Drive folder, and you can right click on your document, and you're going to go to make a copy. Now, the beautiful thing about making a copy is it saves all your formatting and all of your fancy fonts that you use and everything that goes along with designing your blue square assignment. So use that to your advantage. Now, instead of leaving it copy a blue square assignment, change it. What are you going to do next? Are you going to do the green circle, the black diamond? It's up to you. Let's say I'm going to do the green circle. I'll then label that at the top. I need to then change the assignment name underneath the title here to green circle as well. And then I need to focus on this depth of knowledge wheel and really focus on getting level 1 and 2 in this green circle assignment. So I might need to remove some questions and put more practice on the recall and the tasks that are important for this type of skill. And once you get done with the green circle, then do the same thing again. Copy the blue square and make a copy of the blue square and turn it into the black diamond. Use this document here to think about and remember what those extra things were that you want to add to the green circle, that you want to add to the black diamond. And then at the end, you'll have 3 assignments that are very similar to each other, so students can see the differences between all 3. I believe that this is really important so that if a student, for example, wanted to get a proficient grade on an assignment, but they only had green circle skills, then technically they should be able to complete the green circle assignment, then move up to the blue square assignment, so that they can use what they learned on the green circle to then complete the blue square. And if they're really motivated and they start at the green circle, they can move from the green circle to the blue square to the black diamond and see how they do. Now, if they turn in all 3 assignments, it's one of those things that you need to honor the fact that the students just put in a lot of extra work, and you can just grade the highest one that they did. And if they don't do so good, then you can drop down and see how they did on the levels beforehand. But having these types of bridges between the assignments becomes really helpful because it meets kids where they are, but it also gives them this opportunity to grow and to level up. And that's really what we want to accomplish over time. Maybe not on this assignment, we have all students doing a black diamond, but the goal is that they can, if they start at green circle, then maybe in the next couple assignments that are ski slope analogy, they can start doing the blue square, and so on and so forth. If they're on the blue square, they can hopefully level up by the end of the unit into the black diamond range. So that is the goal, and that's why it's helpful to have the 3 assignments. Again, it also helps build confidence, and it challenges the students that have mastered the skills and want something challenging. It also helps the students that need a little bit of a crutch to get going. One other important thing when building your ski slope analogy assignments is to label each one underneath the title with the level of ski slope analogy that it is, whether it's black diamond, the blue square, or the green circle. I also print all of the assignments on the same color paper to help reduce the desire for students to choose an assignment to follow along with peer pressures within the classroom. So the only way for the student to know which level they're on is to look underneath the title at the actual name. If all of the papers are the same color, then really other students can't look around the classroom and decide that they want to do something based on what their friend's doing. And hopefully this will help encourage them to choose a thing that is truly going to challenge them. So try to keep them as similar as possible in terms of the formatting and the actual design and the color of the paper, as simple as that is, because we really want students to choose according to where they are, not where their friends are.